Hi everybody and welcome to Josiah's Right. So you can see here I have Akira on my lap, very awkwardly, he's a big guy. So Akira is here because I want to share about where we boarded him, a place called The Bone Adventure. Now Akira is like our other kid, we love this dog a lot and want to make sure that he is well taken care of. So we sent him to a place called The Bone Adventure, which provides great care for your dog. They're a really awesome place, and here's a little bit about them. So you can see here there's multiple cameras in multiple rooms, and of course Akira tended to hide in the blind spot. You're not going to see him there in the bottom left. He liked that spot, but normally he would be further up that bed so you couldn't see him. So the first night he actually tried to claw through the door because they had him isolated and by himself in his own room, which I guess they do to new dogs. And they called us the next day to reassure us he was okay. He had worn his paws down to the vein almost. He wasn't bleeding, but he was a little tender, so they actually had him in the area with the groomers, and he spent the whole first real day there. So the next night they had him sleep in the common area with the other dogs. So you can see in the camera that I'm showing right now, that's the main room. They'll put a dog in there, they'll test it out, they'll just let him explore that space, or her explore that space, and then they'll let other dogs in slowly. So there's blue bandanas and red bandanas. Akira ended up with a blue bandana. I don't know if he's actually pictured with any of those blue bandanas as you see him in these videos, but the blue bandanas are for dogs that are more calm, more low-key, as Akira tends to be. He's much more laid-back guy. And the red are for the much more aggressive, intense dogs. So those red bandanas, not necessarily a bad dog, but certainly a lot more high energy than Akira is. And so you'll see those bandanas if you look very closely. And here's the little dog section, where I think that's actually where Akira was when he was with the groomers, because I think it's the little dogs and the groomers kind of right on the other side of that. So the smaller dogs, the older dogs, the more mellow dogs get there, but Akira was with the general population. It sounds like a prison sentence or something, but he was out there with those dogs. But again, you can see all the different areas you can watch as a side run for. This is where the small dogs can go on the side run. So the big dogs had that back area, which is a garage, and then there's the backyard. So once again, you can see Akira in the bottom left, and I do believe he has the bandana there. It's a little bit hard to see, but again, the blue bandana so they know, and you can see a red bandana, that German Shepherd right there. That's the much more aggressive, intense dog. You can just see the way it's walking around, and Akira is one of those, I'm just laying here, and you see the dog jump up by him, and Akira just barely turns his head. But normally Akira would often be in one blind spot or another. But he was generally, he did pretty well, again, like I said, the first night, but they really called us right away. Now, it's not the most inexpensive place in the world, but it is cheaper the more nights you get. So we had like less than 3 nights, so we had to pay like the full rate. But if you get more than 3 nights, you will save money. So I don't know exactly how much, but if you get over 3, you save so much, and it's over 20, you save so much, and so on and so forth. And there's Akira again. You can see that blue bandana in all its glory. And so this is when we went to get our buddy, go pick him up, and he was basically ready and waiting for us. And you'll see if you look closely here, there will be a guy that will just maybe pop up in the picture. So there he was, very excited to see us, as we were just as excited to see him. We really missed him. He is truly part of our family. As much as Penny is a kid, he's our other kid, and as much as they are learning to get along, it's cool to see how excited they both were to see each other. You can see he's trying to figure out how to get this door open to get out to us, and just can't wait long enough for them to find his leash. So eventually the staff, who are really great, very caring, very patient, they get to know each of the dogs, and they kind of said how Akira was a favorite, and I think it's just because he's obviously a very handsome dog, but also just he's a people dog. He doesn't necessarily care about other dogs, but he loves people, loves to be around people, loves to see people, loves to meet people, even when he's indifferent, and he can be kind of aloof, but he's definitely a people dog more than he is a dog. But it's good for him to socialize with other dogs. You can see how excited he was, and he jumped up on another half wall, and I was holding Penny and the phone, so it was a little bit of a challenge to get this footage, but it was worth it to see our buddy again. So that is the Akira's end at the Bone Adventure. So thank you guys for watching. The Bone Adventure, I highly recommend it. Really great, highest possible recommendation for dog care. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's worth it. You get what you pay for, and that's what we learned by sending him to cheaper places, the places that weren't as good, and this guy deserves the best because he provides the best for us. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, Akira. Good boy.